I hate fucking Jericho. I think he's horrible.
I would say one of their main issues is just how much time they give to Chris Jericho. Like, Jericho's gotten so much time nonstop. He hasn't had like much of a break at all during the 5 years AEW's been a thing, and it's a lot of time they could have given to other people.
Jericho used to be like my second favorite wrestler behind Stone Cold. And I tell you now, I don't buy into like people ruin their legacy and this and that. I hate fucking Jericho. I think he's horrible. I liked his first like 2-3 years in AEW. That was fine. But him and Matt Hardy are another one. You always got to reinvent yourself. You always got to reinvent yourself. You always got to reinvent yourself. That to me, that like, yeah, I agree. But then you go through a lot of stupid things. You know, like Jericho doesn't really like have to reinvent himself. You know,
right?
Like,
no, people are going to come out and see him. They want to see Jericho. I would say the issue Matt Hardy and Jeff, well, not Jeff, and Chris had in AEW is just they keep just shoving him before Matt left. It's just like faction after faction, you know, and they're putting too many of these younger guys to try to get them to get some of the Jericho pixie dust to go off on them, you know, and kind of use Jericho's overness to get them over. And it doesn't work all the time. A lot of the guys you've seen in these factions in AEW with Jericho haven't really gone on to do much. You look at Inner Circle, Hager's gone, Santana's gone, Ortiz is like never on TV. Sammy Guevara is relegated to Ring of Honor because he hurt people a couple times apparently. So it's like, and then you look at Jericho Appreciation Society, Anna Jay's not better off. Daniel Garcia, I guess you could say, is slightly better off. Matt Menard's getting time being an announcer, but besides that, he's not better off. So it's just a lot of these guys they're shoving into factions to try to use the, you know, Jericho to get them over. It just hasn't really worked. There's just too many of these factions. Yeah. So that's always kind of been an issue with AEW is just these massive factions. I feel like some of these should be smaller. Again, like I mentioned, Don Callis with just Takeshita would be better. I hope Takeshita keeps going on the trajectory he is. I like what they've been doing with him so far, considering he doesn't speak English that well. But again, that's another one I'm kind of keeping eyes out for what could possibly happen.